There is no distinction. There is no distinction between dairy and eggs and meat. It all involves suffering, it all involves torture, it all involves injustice, it all involves death. The animals that are used for dairy are kept alive longer, they're treated every bit as badly as animals used for meat, and they all end up in the same slaughterhouse anyway. I mean, I have to tell you, I have been, and I won't go, well, I can't get in them anymore anyway, but I mean, I have been in probably 30 slaughterhouses in my life, all sorts of them. And also, I've been in every sort of slaughter. I've been in pig slaughterhouses, cow slaughterhouses, calf slaughterhouses, chicken slaughterhouses, everything. One of the worst things I've ever seen was, some years ago, I got a call from an organic dairy farm in New England. And they said, you know, we've been reading what you're writing and you're just wrong. And I just love when people say you're just wrong. And I said, okay, fine. So prove to me I'm wrong. They said, well, you come and spend several days at our farm and you'll see that you're wrong. And I had to sign an agreement that I wouldn't disclose where the farm was or whatever. And I went and I spent 3 days. And it confirmed everything I thought about dairy. It was an organic farm where supposedly the cows are permitted to keep their calves for a few days, because in conventional dairy production, the calves are born, they're often taken away the same day, sometimes the same day, sometimes the next day, but basically they do not stay with their mothers beyond a day. And these organic happy farms, these ahimsa dairy farms, they are allowed to stay with their mothers for a few days. And I will tell you, I was there when the babies were taken away, and I heard those cows cry. I mean, they cry. I couldn't sleep. One of the nights I was there, I could not sleep. When I have nightmares, when I'm under stress and I have nightmares, the two nightmares I have are the first slaughterhouse I went to in 1978, which in certain ways was no worse. It was just the first one I went to. It was no worse or no better than any. They're all horrible. They're all hellholes. Is when I had that first slaughterhouse I went to, and that dairy farm. That dairy farm. Dairy farms are horrible. If you're consuming dairy, stop. There is no distinction. There's no morally relevant distinction between dairy and meat. Please, if you're not vegan, you know, if you're not vegan and you care about animals, you really need to take seriously. You have a moral obligation to stop eating, wearing, using animal products. You have a moral obligation. That's what I mean by moral imperative. It's a moral obligation. You've got it right now. It ain't a question of your journey. It ain't a question of your compassion. It's a matter of justice. And I would love to get two words I'd like to get out of the English language: compassion and journey. You know, I just can't stand people say, oh, you know, journey, and then they have, oh, baby steps. Baby steps are for babies. Okay? You know, baby steps are, you know, think about this for a second. If I said to you, you know, racism is a real problem, so let's have racist joke-free Monday. Because racism is still a horrible problem. I mean, you know, yeah, we've got Obama's president. People think, well, there's no more racism. There's horrible racism in the United States and everywhere else. And so the idea, you know, that we would say, well, you know, racism's a problem. So is rape. 1 in 4 American women, by the time they get to age 22, has either been the victim of rape or attempted rape. Okay? That's shocking. And you know what? My guess is that's probably low. That's probably low. So, you know, I would imagine it's probably more that, you know, towards half the women, not necessarily victims of violent stranger rapes, but of acquaintance rapes, which is still a major problem. Okay? So if we say, well, let's have rape-free Monday, we would all say, that's nonsense. We can't accept that. That's morally obscene. It's morally obscene when we talk about meat-free Monday. Okay? It's not even vegan Monday. Meat-free Monday. Okay? Or Reducetarianism. Oh, you're a moral person if you cut back the number of animals that you can. No. Okay? Just as we would not say, oh, you're a Reducetarian, you're molesting fewer children. Normally you molest 10, now you're molesting 9. Good, let me pat you on the head. We would never do that where fundamental human rights are concerned. We shouldn't do it where animals are concerned.